Hello. Hello. Am I audible to you people? Am I audible to you people? Hello. Dear students, just drop me a message if you have joined. Okay, Vishwendra, I can hear you. Okay. There are still people who are joining the class. A very good afternoon to all of you. Okay, Danish is also here. Saurabh, Anubhav, Vishwendra. Still people are joining, I guess. Let's wait for 5 to 7 minutes so that everybody can join the class, and then we'll continue. Am I audible to you people? Okay. Yeah, I can see 10 people have joined the class. There are a huge number of participants who have registered for this particular course. I hope so that majority of you join the classes for a good response. Okay. Still, do I need to send a reminder mail? Okay. Just 12 of you have joined the class. That's it. Just a second. Let me share the reminder mail to everybody. Okay, there are 10, just 10 of you. Yes, Siddharth Vash has replied, waiting eagerly for this. All right. Okay. So as I'm seeing that after a lot of number of people who have registered for this course, very few of you have turned out for this course. So I wish good luck to all the participants who have registered for this course and who are successfully joining the classes. Beta, for today is the introductory class of this certificate course on cyber laws. As you all are aware, it is a 30 hours course. So basically, there would be two classes in a week. The classes will be in the online mode for everybody. The classes will be on Tuesday and Friday, that is from 1 to 2 p.m. right, for the cyber laws. Okay, so it is a humble request that everybody should join the classes in order to get the certificate, because if you'll miss the class, then I guess so that you'll not be able to meet out the examination criterias which is provided for the certificate course. So you should be regularly attending the classes in order to understand the very basic concept for which you have joined this particular syllabus course, right? So it is very important that you all should join the class regularly. On the contrary, I would request everybody to join the Google Class link which has been shared through your mails, right? I hope so everybody has received the mail in which you have been given a Google Classroom code. Has everybody registered? Those who are present in the class, just drop me a message in the text box. Am I audible to you people? Yeah, am I audible to you people? All right. Okay. So I hope so that everybody has joined the Google Classroom link which has been provided in the in the mail. Yes, ma'am. I'm enrolled in the class. Okay, very good. There are few number of students who have enrolled themselves also in the class. So today I am going to discuss one very important thing, that the mail is one of the aspects where we'll be communicating through this for this particular course. But what I am suggesting is that we can also have one WhatsApp group for this particular course, because there are approximately 297 students who have enrolled for this particular course, and there are approximately 300 students for this particular course. So and out of which few of you have not registered your mail ID also properly, right? So I hope so that you people, those students have not received the mail. So in order to rectify it and in order to reach you people in a very easy manner, what I suggest is we can also have uh, a WhatsApp group. I can state that any one of you who can take the responsibility, or I'll take care of it, or I'll make it, right? Hello. Okay. Hello, am I audible? Okay, now I want to ask you people that why you people have joined for this course. What has instigated you that you wanted to join this particular course? Anybody who is present in the class would like to answer this question. Why did you wanted to take this cyber law course? What was there? What was your aim for joining this particular course? Come on, tell me. Since there are students who are not only from the legal studies, they are from outside courses as well. So I would like to hear their views also. Interest in cybersecurity. Okay, Anubhav Verma has stated that he has an interest in cybersecurity. Then to learn this interesting course. Okay, Abhishek Prajapati is stating that he wants to, you know, he wants to learn this very interesting course. Okay, and who was this? This was Anubhav, who stated that he had an interest in the cybersecurity. Okay, very good. So, as you all know that before starting the class, I would like to introduce myself as well. Myself, Sonali Yadav, Assistant Professor from School of Legal Studies, Babu, Banarasi University. I'll be taking your cyber law course class for this very course, for the 30 hours course. So we'll be in touch together for approximately 1 to 2 months, I guess, till the time the course is there in the process. And in meanwhile, if you have any queries, any doubts, any issues regarding to this particular course, you can contact me. You all people are having my contact number as well as my email ID, the mail from which you have received this particular mail. So you all can contact me in whichever manner you want to. Right? Okay. So I have received one more very interesting answer to this very question as far as law, ma'am. Every citizen, what is stating that every citizen right to know the law for the people. So as we are going digital. Okay, Vishwendra, a very different perspective which he has stated that every since we are the citizens of India, and the law is for the people, so we are going in this very digital era, so we should be aware of these very basic laws. Okay, Vishwendra, very good, a very new, a very thoughtful concept that you have given. Anything else that anybody else would like to quote? Because the number of students which are there in the class, I guess today is very less. There are only, I guess, 24 students who are there in the class today. Huh? Okay. So, better day to day basis, whatever content that we will be studying in the class, I'll be sharing that very content to you people on the Google Classroom, so you can have a good access to the all that content on a regular basis. So you, it is very important for you people to join the Google Classroom. Everything, every detailed information regarding to the certificate course will be shared through all these three platforms, that is WhatsApp group, your Google Classroom, as well as your mail ID. So make sure that you people are very much intact with this very course, because we'll be connecting with you people through this online mode only. So it is very important for you people to get in contact with this mode, right? Okay. So, ma'am, where is Google Classroom link? Beta, it is shared in your mail ID. Okay, just give me a second. I am sharing that particular link over here also, so that you all can join the Google Classroom as well as. Just a second. I've shared the Google Classroom link in the classroom in this chat box. Have you people received it? I guess so. It is there for everybody. The Google Classroom link has been shared to you people. You all, those who are present in the class, can join the Google Classroom link. Those who have still not joined the Google Classroom. All right. So this is the particular link from which you can join the Google Classroom in order to get in touch with the every content that will be shared to you with you people. Right. Now, if I talk about what would be the syllabus of this very particular course, or this very particular this particular subject. So your course syllabus will be, I'll be mailing it to you people, and I'll be sharing that particular syllabus with you people in the Google Classroom as well. So if I talk about the very syllabus, the entire module beta is divided into 4 units, right? The first unit is basically talking about the introduction to cyber laws and space as in which we'll be discussing the definition of the cyber laws, as well as the cyberspace, the netizens, the origin and history and functioning of the internet, as well as cyber world. Then the concept of the rule of law in world, the significance of law in dealing with the challenges that are faced by the cyber world. Very important topic while we will be discussing the very concept. Then in the first very module, we are also will be also discussing the issues of jurisdiction, as well as the applicability of law in cyberspace, because this jurisdictional aspect plays a very important role while we'll be dealing with the concepts of the cyberspace as well as the cyber law. So the how the jurisdiction is decided and how the law is applicable while we are discussing the jurisdiction, and what are the international implications as well as the international treaties or conventions and protocol that are concerning with the cyberspace or that are related with the cyberspace. So we'll be dealing with all these things in the module 1. Then if I talk about the module 2, I hope so. Okay. Lavnish is asking that are classes counted in YouTube only? Beta, if I talk about your classes will be counted on the basis of your daily attendance that we are seeing over here in the chat box, right? So the timings and everything would be done accordingly. And I hope so that particular form, I'll be creating one particular form also for your attendance. So those people who will be there in the class will be filling that particular form. So everything would be taken care of while we are discussing, while we be granting you the certificate, because your attendance as well as your assignments that will be given to you people during this particular course, as well as the feedback forms or the attendance form that you will be filling during the classroom will be the basis for your overall access. Okay. So you will be, yes, your classes will be counted on the YouTube basis, as well as the form that you will be filling and the feedback form that you will be filling. Okay. Lavnish. Okay, so now moving ahead further with the discussion of the syllabus. The second module of the course or the syllabus is basically talking about the intellectual property rights in cyberspace, in which we will be basically discussing about the concept of property in cyberspace, as well as the implications on intellectual property rights, international and national laws. Okay, how many of you are aware about the very concepts of the intellectual property laws? How many of you have studied or heard about this intellectual property law? Come on, tell me. Raise your hands if you know about the intellectual property laws. Come on, tell me. How many of you are aware about the concepts of the intellectual property laws? Hmm? Okay. Anubhav is stating that yes, he has studied, no, he knows about the intellectual property laws. Abhishek states that he knows. Okay, what is intellectual property laws, Vita? What are intellectual property laws? Hmm? Nobody? All right. So when we'll be discussing this very concept, I'll be dealing with the very concepts of the intellectual property laws, as well as the implications of the intellectual property laws, national and international legal preparedness, and what are the national laws or the international conventions that are helping in the promotion and protection of the intellectual property rights, not only in the physical world but also in the cyberspace, as well as the interface with copyright laws, patent laws, and trademarks and domain name related issues. Now we'll be basically dealing with the very concepts of the copyright laws, as well as the patent laws, the trademarks, the domain names. What are these concepts, and what is their relation with the cyber laws, and what all protection these laws needs with the IT Act, as well as the ICANN and the Uniform Domain Name Dispute Resolution Policy. So, what are all these concepts? We'll be discussing it in the second module of the syllabus. Then, if I talk about the third module, basically the third module is specifically talking about beta the Information Technology Act 2000. So if I talk about the it is stating that what are the cyber laws in India, that is their historical background, as well as the objectives, for what purposes this particular IT Act has been created, the legal recognition which is provided to to the electronic records and the procedures of the legal recognition of digital signatures, as well as the electronic and digital signatures. What are these concepts and what are the legal recognitions with these regards? What are the legal issues that are related to these concepts, as well as the concepts of e-commerce, the certifying authorities and its role. What is e-commerce and who is the certifying authority? What are their roles? Then cyber appellate tribunals, very important part of the IT Acts. Then gray areas of the information technologies. That what are the basic areas or to which the Information Technology Act does not cover. In although we have the Information Technology Act, but still there are certain crimes. There are certain areas to which this law is not applicable, and if the law is not applicable, how we can protect the crimes, the types of crimes that are arising in the society. So all we'll be discussing about the gray areas of the Information Technology Act. Okay. Then if I talk about the last or the fourth unit of your syllabus, your fourth unit of the syllabus is basically talking about the cyber crimes and the legal framework. When we are talking about the IT Act, then the concept of cyber crime plays a very important role, because in this very concept we'll be discussing about the various types of crimes or the offenses to which in which the cyber law deals, as well as the penalties that are defined under the IT Act for these crimes. Then we'll be specifically dealing with the cyber crimes against a person, property, and government, as well as the e-evidences and computer forensic concepts of e-litigations, as well as right to privacy and its legal framework. Then if I talk about the okay, there are certain students who have replied to this very concept. That is, Abhishek stated that I'm aware about it. Anubhav stated that copyright or authority of an application to particular program. Okay, Anubhav. Copyright and authority of an application to a particular program. Then Abhishek Prajapati has stated that it is an intangible creation of the human intellect. Very good, Abhishek. Then if I talk about he has also stated the types of the IPR and types of IPRs are copyright and trademark. Okay, Abhishek, very good. That you are very much aware about the very concepts of the IPR. Then if I talk about the fourth, when we were discussing about the fourth unit, then we'll be discussing about the concepts of the e-evidences and computer forensics. The what are e-evidences and what are the computer forensics concepts, and as well as the concepts of the e-litigation. What is e-litigation? How it is filed and how it is done? Then right to privacy and its legal framework. When I talk about the concepts of cyber laws or the cyber crimes, then right to privacy plays a very important role, because we are transferring our data from physical world to the to the virtual world, and over there we as a citizen of India, we have a right to privacy. That then that very same concept should also be applicable on the virtual world or the cyberspace. So what are those rights and what are those concepts relating to that? What is the legal framework or the legal concept that has been given with that in that scenario? Then we'll be talking about the national and international legal framework for protecting privacy, as well as since I've already stated that we'll be discussing about the legal framework. Then we'll be also discussing about the national and international frameworks for the protection of the privacy, because that is one of the very essential and important part of the IT Act. Then we'll be discussing about the freedom of speech and expression and cyber laws under Section 66A of the IT Act, which has been declared unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. So this is all what we'll be discussing about the very concepts of the IT Act, as well as the cyber laws. or the cyber crimes during this 2 to 4 months of time period. That is 30 hours course. So I hope that you people will be able to understand, will be able to connect with the very concepts that we'll be dealing in the class. Dear students, if you have any issues or any problem while understanding any concept, you can drop your questions and queries in the chat box. I'll be definitely taking your questions and queries as far as possible, and I can take during this 1 hour class period. So since today is an introductory class, I would like to ask you people that what you people know about the Information Technology Act. You must be aware about the very concepts of the cyber law. In today's time, we every time we hear that a cyber crime has been committed by an individual, or we are hearing about the IT Act, we are hearing about the domain name disputes, we are hearing about the cyberspace concepts. So, what is this IT Act? What is this cyber law to you people? Anybody in the class? Yes, anybody in the class who would like to state or who would like to quote something? Come on, tell me. Hello, am I audible? Hello, beta, am I audible to you people? Drop me a message. Hello, hello. Okay. Is there only one child who is active? Abhishek Prajapati. Study or use of electronic equipments. It is information technology, Abhishek, especially computers. Okay. Study of use of electronic. Anybody else who would like to quote anything in regard to the information technology as well as the cyber laws? Collecting or storing data. Okay. Okay, Karune's status that provides legal recognition to the transactions done via electronic exchange of data. Okay, okay, Karunesh, very good. See, children, if I talk about the Information Technology Act, basically it is consisting of two words, that is the information and technology. So basically, information means basically a collection of facts that are gathered by various means of communication, right? That is, or that communication to conclude, or I can say that the representation of knowledge such as facts, data, or opinions in any form. Right? It can be textual, it can be numerical, it can be graphical, audio, video, in any form it can be. But if I talk about the information which we are sharing should be useful. It means it should be accurate, timely, complete. It should be precise. It should be relevant. Whatever information that we are sharing on the internet, right? Whatever information that we are dealing with over here. Okay, so if I talk about information is basically in the accurate, complete, should be accurate, it should be precise, it should be relevant. Then if I talk about the technology is basically the study of the science, right? What in specific term it means, it is the specific information and knowledge that is required for the practical purposes, right? If I talk about, right now we were discussing about the information, that is the communication of the data in a relevant manner. And if I talk about the technology, it is the practical exposure of that particular data in various fields or for the development. Therefore, if I talk about, then IT can be referred to as the scientific, technological, as well as engineering disciples, and which is dealing with the management technologies used in information handling, communication, processing, and their application are associated with the, I would say, softwares, equipment, and in the interaction that we do with the people. So basically, if I talk about the IT is basically dealing with the, or is comprising of the hardware, softwares, people and data, so everything that is combined, information, a small concise data that we are sharing with the people, and technology is in placing that particular concept or the data in an electronic mode, or the practical exposure of that particular data, right? So if I talk about the, or I'd say that according to the United Nations, the information and communication technologies, they have cut across the variety of technologies, which is including the computer, microelectronics technologies, multimedia and other information uh, processing technologies and systems. Okay, I think there are certain students who can you speak some Hindi? Okay, Lavnish wants. Okay, Ritesh Patak stating that income tax return. Swati Shukla stating that to protect information and criminal activities. Okay, lovely. Okay, do you people want this particular class to be bilingual? Come on, tell me. Do you want this class to be bilingual? I'm very much comfortable with both the languages. Come on, tell me. Hurry up. Okay. Okay, Atul is stating that yes, the class should be bilingual. Okay, very good. Vishwendra is saying, no, ma'am, it's okay with the English. Okay, so if you people are facing issues in understanding the very concept, I can go over in a bilingual manner as well. So if मैं ये कह रही थी तुम लोगों से कि जब हम इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी की बेटा बात करते हैं, जब हम आईटी एक्ट की बात करते हैं स्पेसिफिकली, तो दो चीजें होती हैं. एक ये कि किसी भी डाटा को क्रिएट करना, किसी भी इंफॉर्मेशन को लोगों से शेयर करना, और वो जो इन्फॉर्मेशन जिसको हम शेयर कर रहे हैं वो शॉर्ट होनी चाहिए, प्रिसाइज होनी चाहिए, रेलेवेंट होनी चाहिए, जिससे कि लोग उसको इजीली से समझ सकें, राइट? और वो किसी भी तरीके की इंफॉर्मेशन हो सकती है, कोई भी डाटा हो सकता है, कोई भी फैक्ट हो सकता है, किसी का भी ओपिनियन हो सकता है, राइट? दैट इज व्हाट इट इज कंसिस्टिंग ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, दैट इज कलेक्शन ऑफ फैक्ट्स. हम जब फैक्ट्स को गैदर करते हैं, जब हम फैक्ट्स को गैदर करके उनको लोगों के साथ कम्युनिकेट करते हैं, उसको हम कंक्लूड करते हैं, तो वो क्या हो जाता है, आपका इंफॉर्मेशन हो जाता है. सपोजिंगली मुझे कोई, जैसे मुझे ये इंफॉर्मेशन मिली कि मुझे एक सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स जो है वो लॉन्च करना है, तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने उसको उस पर्टिकुलर डाटा को एक प्रिसाइज फॉर्म में, एक प्रिसाइज फ्लायर में डालकर आप लोगों तक शेयर कर दिया. सो नाउ आई हैव प्रिपेयर्ड दैट कॉन्सेप्ट और दैट डाटा in that particular flyer, right? And now that flyer has been posted on the internet, right? And because it has been posted in the internet, you people were able to connect with this particular certificate course, right? So यहाँ पर अगर हम बात करते हैं कि डाटा को प्रिपेयर करना वाज वन ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट्स रिलेटिंग टू द क्रिएशन ऑफ द फ्लायर. और अगर हम उसके प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर की बात कर रहे हैं, तो प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर इज द टेक्नोलॉजी वेयर आई हैव यूज्ड द टेक्नोलॉजी, वेयर आई हैव यूज्ड वेरियस social media platforms as well as the Babu Banarasi Das University as a platform to connect with you people in order to get your responses for this particular program, right? So यहाँ पर अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं, technology is using practical study for the practical purposes, study of the science, that is in the various fields, right? Technology is not restricted to one particular thing, because I have used various sources, right? I've used Facebook, I've used Instagram, I've used Twitter, I've used websites, I've used various platforms for in connecting with you people. So basically IT is not only the study of or collecting of the data, कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो इंफॉर्मेशन जो कि साइंटिफिक टेक्नोलॉजिकल है और इंजीनियरिंग डिसाइपल्स को फॉलो करती है, तो उस डाटा को जब हम शेयर करते हैं, कम्युनिकेट करते हैं और उसको अप्लाई करते हैं और उसको एसोसिएट करते हैं किसी सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ, इक्विपमेंट के साथ या लोगों के साथ, तो उसको हम क्या कहते हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी कहते हैं. लविश No, beta, you cannot share this with any other persons who are not enrolled for this very particular class, because it becomes quite difficult for us to manage the students. There are approximately 300 students who have basically joined for this very particular class. But yes, it is for your benefit. If they wanted to gain this particular knowledge, they would have uh, you know use this particular knowledge, or they must have used this particular platform for joining, because it was open to everybody, right? But since a limited number of people have joined for this very particular class, do not share it. It is a request that do not share it apart from the uh, students to whom it is being shared, because it is there on the live stream. So I request everybody that a few of you should keep the decorum of the class intact, right? Lavish, is it clear? Okay. Now, if I talk about the key, that the United Nations are the communication technologies, what they were talking about this very concepts, that it has a varied variety of technologies. Now, what kind of technologies? That technology in the form of computers, or in the form of microelectronics, or which are the technologies which are relating to the microchips or the microprocessor based technologies, multimedia, and any other information or technologies or systems, or the telecommunication technologies and the infrastructure that is being linked with those particular concepts. Or if I talk about other forms of technologies as well, it is including the radios, or the TV resources, or the networks that are included in those concepts, or the production technologies, production based technologies. They all are integrated, they all are a part of the information technology. Now we are discussing about what is information technology, and all these various concepts, हम जब इन सभी concepts की बेटा जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो कंप्यूटर से रिलेटेड हो, माइक्रोचिप से रिलेटेड हो, माइक्रो प्रोसेसर से रिलेटेड हो, तो ये सारे ही कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो हैं बात कर रहे हैं इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी की, राइट? और इसमें रेडियो है, टीवी है, हमारी जितनी भी कम्युनिकेशन डिवाइसेस है, ये भी एक पार्ट है इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी का, राइट? या कंप्यूटर इंटीग्रेटेड जो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोडक्ट और या प्रोडक्शन सिस्टम्स हैं, ऑपरेशंस हैं, रोबोटिक्स टेक्नोलॉजीज हैं, या फिर अगर मैं बात करूं बायोटेक्नोलॉजी रिलेटेड इक्विपमेंट्स हैं या सिस्टम्स हैं, जो कि इंटरनेट का बेसिकली पार्ट है। ये सभी चीजें इसमें इनकॉर्पोरेटेड हैं, और ये सभी चीजें पार्ट है किसका? आपके आईटी एक्ट का। या फिर अगर हम बात करते हैं टेलीकम्युनिकेशन सिस्टम की, कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजीज की, नेटवर्क्स की, मल्टीमीडिया डेवलपमेंट्स की, ये सारी हैं डिलीवरी टेक्नोलॉजीज, जहां पर हम लोगों से कनेक्ट करते हैं, मल्टीमीडिया जहां पर हम डाटा को ट्रांसमिट करते हैं फ्रॉम वन पर्सन टू अनदर, कम्युनिकेट करते हैं फ्रॉम वन पर्सन टू अनदर, everything that is, all these things, they are a part of what? Information technology. So everything that we are dealing with, or which is related to the computer, internet, microchips, yeah, TV, radios, robotics, biotechnology, everything, all these are the part of the are covered under the information technology, right? But if I talk about, then the information technologies primarily concentrate on following technologies. What are those following technologies? The first one is computer hardware technologies. Everything that is related to the computer or the hardware technologies. For example, my mobile phone is a hardware technology, and if it is lost, then again it is a part of the information technology. Computer software technology, that means the internal outer structure as well as the internal structure. Internal structure, the programs or the operating systems, or the functions, or the apps that are installed in my cell phone are what? Are these software technologies. Hardware technologies is what? How my phone is connected, or how my phone is working, is the hardware technologies. How do the what is inside that hardware technology is the software technology. Then if I talk about the telecommunication and network technologies, the like if we are connecting with two people, if we are using the networking, if we are using the internet, then again it is a part of the information technology. Then if I talk about data resource management technologies, whatever data that we are sharing on the internet, हम जो जिस भी तरीके का डाटा को इंटरनेट पे शेयर कर रहे हैं, लोगों के साथ मैनेज कर रहे हैं, उससे रिलेटेड कोई भी अगर टेक्नोलॉजी है तो उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, डाटा रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट टेक्नोलॉजीज बोलेंगे. Then if I talk about there are various concepts relating to information technology, like information technology, that is the difference between the information technology and computer sciences. Anybody in the class is aware about the very concepts of the information technology and computer sciences? As I was going through the CSV file, I found out that many computer science students have participated in this certificate program. So can anybody tell me what is the difference between the information technology and computer sciences? Can anybody tell me what is the difference between the information technology and computer sciences? Am I audible to you people? Hello? Yes, beta. What is the difference between information technology and computer sciences? See, if I talk about then the information and technology and computer sciences, these are the two words that are basically interchangeably used, or technically they are different, but almostly they are used in the on the similar platform, that is the computer sciences as well as the information technology. But if I talk about then computer sciences is dealing with the design and use of computer basically for solving different types of problems, whereas if I talk about the information technology, it is dealing with the practical applications of the computers in the business industries. So, okay, Abhishek stated the question, answer to the question, that IT involves the working with both software and hardwares. Okay, and what about the computer sciences? Computer sciences deals with the development and testing of the test softwares. Very good, Abhishek. That IT is involving with the working of both softwares and the hardwares, as well as the computer sciences deals with the development and testing of softwares. So basically, if I talk about then this particular concepts, the IT computer science are basically dealing with the outer design as well as the use of the computers while सॉल्विंग द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स. मतलब हम किस तरीके से एक किसी चीज को डिजाइन करते हैं, कंप्यूटर का बेस्ट यूज कर सकते हैं प्रॉब्लम्स को डिजाइन करने के लिए, प्रॉब्लम्स इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करने के लिए. और अगर हम इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करते हैं तो वो उसी क्रिएशन का प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशन है ऑफ कंप्यूटर साइंसेस इन दी बिजनेस इंडस्ट्रीज. हम किस तरीके से प्रैक्टिकली उस चीज को इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं, उस वो कहलाता है आपका आईटी एक्ट. मतलब अगर हम बात करते हैं कंप्यूटर साइंसेस इज द क्रिएशन ऑफ द डिजाइन ऑन विद द यूज ऑफ द कंप्यूटर्स फॉर सॉल्विंग डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स, एज वेल एज इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी is the practical exposure or the practical application of these computer sciences, right? For example, if I state that studying and developing a data structure is a part of computer science, right? How we have to create a data structure, हम data structure को कैसे बनाएंगे, कैसे उसको study करेंगे, that is a part of computer science. But if I talk about computer sciences, sorry, if I talk about the information technology act, that how we should use that particular data structure in some application is a part of the information technology. For example, मैंने कोई एक ऐसा प्रोग्राम जनरेट किया है कि जिससे कि तुम लोग को सारे साइबर लॉज के नोट्स एक ही जगह पे मिल जाए. सो व्हेन आई एम ड्राफ्टिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर program, that is computer science, because I am drafting that particular program. I'm studying that particular program, and when I launch the application of that particular program, it is the coming under information technology, because it is the conversion of that data into some form of application. So that is information technology. I hope so it is very much clear to everybody till now. Till now, everybody has any issues, can ask me. Hello, students. Do you people have any queries till now, or you have understood the concept? अभी तक जो पढ़ाया है बेटा समझ में आया है? जो भी डिस्कस किया है समझ में आया है? In short, okay, Lavnish has stated that in short, knowledge gaining about computer is called computer sciences. Okay, very good, Lavnish. I hope so that till now whatever has been discussed in the class, is it clear to everybody? Yes, Lavnish, you are very much right, beta. In short, gaining the knowledge or about the computers is what? A computer science. Karunesh, what is nose? Didn't understand? करुणेश बेटा आपको समझ नहीं आया है? क्या नहीं समझना है अभिषेक? Concept that has been taught to you till now is not clear to you people. अभी तक आप लोग को जो भी पढ़ाया है समझ में नहीं आया बेटा? हेलो, okay. Shall I continue further? Okay, explain IT once more, please. Karunesh, okay, आया है मैम समझ में. Lavish is that I explain IT once more, please. Okay. Arbad Ahmed, okay. Anubhav, yes. See, basically, if I talk about information technology, is having two words. Information technology में दो words included हैं बेटा. Information and technology. Information is any data that we are using to create anything, right? किसी भी तरीके का कोई डाटा, जैसे मैंने तुम लोग को भी एग्जांपल दिया, तुम्हें एक साइबर लॉ का मैंने कोर्स स्टार्ट किया, बीबीडी यूनिवर्सिटी ने, स्कूल ऑफ लीगल स्टडीज ने कोर्स स्टार्ट किया, और कोर्स को जब हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया बेटा, तो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ, हमने एक डाटा फ्रेम किया, हमने एक इंफॉर्मेशन क्रिएट करी, दैट इज इंफॉर्मेशन. हमने जो फ्लायर बनाया, दैट इज व्हाट, इंफॉर्मेशन, राइट? नाउ दैट इंफॉर्मेशन हैज बीन शेयर्ड ऑन द वेरियस social media platform. That is what, that is the technology, because now I am using that particular data, that particular information on the technological aspects, on the उसका प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर जो है की जो है हम वहां बात कर रहे हैं. तो वहां पर अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो कोई भी ऐसा डाटा जिसको हम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज इंफॉर्मेशन. और उस डाटा को अगर हम किसी के साथ शेयर कर रहे हैं ऑन द डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स, वो क्या हो जाता है, वो हमारा टेक्नोलॉजी होता है. बिकॉज विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं फेसबुक है, इंस्टाग्राम है, हमारे जितने भी सोशल मीडिया साइट्स है, ये क्या है, ये हमारे कम्युनिकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, जहां पर हम लोगों से कनेक्ट करते हैं. ये विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी पॉसिबल हुआ, अदरवाइज इट वुड नॉट हैव बीन पॉसिबल, राइट? तो क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी से पॉसिबल हुआ है, तो किसी भी डाटा को जब हम शेयर करते हैं as a platform in the virtual world, in the cyberspace, or in the cyber world, that is known as the information technology. किसी भी डाटा को जब हम, किसी भी इंफॉर्मेशन को जब हम प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपोजर में, वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड में जब हम शेयर करते हैं, तो उसको हम इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी जो है वो कहते हैं. अभी क्लियर है लवनीश? Lovelish, what's the name? Lovelish. अभी clear है बेटा? Hello. Okay. Okay. So now just 10 minutes are left. I hope so that today when I'll be sharing the link for the WhatsApp group, everybody should join that group. I'll be sharing the link for that WhatsApp group in your mail IDs today. So kindly join the link properly, as well as I'll be sharing the today's feedback link also for this particular class. So I'll be taking dealing the tracks on the YouTube. This chat box as well as the your feedback link. So please, only those students who are regularly attending the classes, who are uh, coming to the class, who are attending class, are only going to fill the feedback form. No other students the other than or outside the class who is not attending the classes not allowed to fill the form. All right. I'll be sharing the link for the today's feedback class feedback link to the students, as well as the Google class, sorry, WhatsApp group link. So you all can join from there. Okay. Okay to everybody. I hope so. The syllabus is clear to everybody. I hope so. The syllabus is clear. We'll be starting with the very new concepts of the cyber law in the next class, that is on Friday. Do remember that your class will be on every Tuesday and Friday from 1 to 2 p.m. ठीक है, एवरी हर ट्यूसडे और फ्राइडे को आपकी क्लास होगी 1 से 2 बजे तक. ठीक है, यही सेम प्लेटफॉर्म रहेगा. क्लास का लिंक आपको बेटा शेयर हो जाएगा आपकी मेल के थ्रू. आपको मेल के थ्रू या जो भी हम व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाएंगे या गूगल क्लासरूम का लिंक जो मैंने शेयर किया हुआ है उसको आप देख करके जो है गूगल क्लासरूम में तीनों जगह पे आपका लिंक पोस्ट हो जाएगा क्लास का. आप वहां से अपनी क्लास को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं जहां से भी आपको कन्वीनियंट लगता है. ठीक है, लेकिन तीनों ही प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे प्लीज जुड़े रहिएगा सो दैट इट बिकम्स कन्वीनियंट फॉर अस आल्सो टू गेट इन कॉन्टैक्ट और इन touch with you people, because it is just a 330 hours course, so we have to finish our syllabus in this limited period. So please, I request everybody to be in touch with the contents. Okay, every content would be shared to you people on the Google Classroom. Those students who have joined late, please, it is the attendance is mandatory for all the students for attending the class. सारे बच्चों के लिए अटेंडेंस मैंडेटरी है. क्लासेस में ज्वाइन करना, गूगल क्लासरूम ज्वाइन करना, एज वेल एज व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लेना मैंडेटरी है सारे बच्चों के लिए. और जितने बच्चे आपकी अटेंडेंस, आपकी असाइनमेंट सबमिशन और आपका सारी चीजों को देखने के बाद ही आपको सर्टिफिकेट जो है वो बेटा ग्रांट होगा. So please keep in mind all these things while you are continuing with your class. ठीक है? Does it talk to everybody? Shall we end the class now? Hello? All right. Okay. A very good luck to everybody for this. And thank you for enrolling in this particular course. Okay.